Okay, so as you can see, I have my spare tire here and some added weight. You're gonna begin by opening this compartment here and undoing the removing the two 10mm nuts, and this will allow you to remove the entire cover. Okay. After that, you're gonna remove this piece. Okay, by sort of pushing it towards the battery and kind of really ripping it out of here. I had to use a lot of force to get it out of there, so just kind of wiggle it out. There's nothing else holding it. You just have to use some force to bend it, flex it, and get this thing out of here. So two pieces out, and that's gonna expose your battery. I removed the cover, trunk cover here, and it was held in place by two screws, as you remember. Okay, and I had to wiggle this part out. I'll show you later. The storage compartment here as well. Anyhow, so to the battery, this is a 13mm right here. That's 11, and these are, I believe, 10. At least the 10 socket seems to work. And the power distribution, I think, is gonna be, let's see, 13 as well. So this is what's called the power distribution center, I suppose. That's gonna be a 10. That's gonna be a 13. Okay, and that's a 11 as well. So I'm gonna remove all of these, and there's a hose, I think, here, ventilation hose, has to be taken out. I'm gonna start by disconnecting the negative post. Okay, so I took the 11, size 11 bolt away from here. There's gonna be another 11 here, 13 over here holding the bracket, 13, okay, 13 holding the power distribution center, and 10 for the plus and 10 for the minus. I took the minus off already, so I took the black one minus first, 11, or sorry, 10, then 10. You have to do it in conjunction with the 13 here, okay, power distribution center. So I'll try to lift up the power distribution center now. Okay, so the bracket is off. The bracket here held by two 11s. And then looks like now I'm lifting up the power distribution center, and only after I remove that, the positive side is gonna come off. Positive connector is gonna come off because it's one under the other, as you can see. Also, the power distribution center was held in place by some brackets here. Okay, so that should be it. At this point, bracket is off, power distribution center will be off, positive wire will be off, and then the vent tube will be out. I'll do that. You can see I'm holding the whole unit in my hand now. What I actually did is I put the 13 back on it because otherwise you got two pieces to handle instead of one. Now I have one big piece to handle together. So the positive wire and the power center. And so I'll just lift it up, as you can see, like so. Remove the vent tube and remove the battery. Okay, so the battery is out. Again, it was kind of awkward. You have to hold this in place, hold it up high with maybe almost like your elbow or something, and then use two hands to take out the battery. The vent tube was easy, just pulls out, comes out of there, easy. There's a hole, okay, that it goes into, and otherwise that's the battery right here. That's the battery right here. I'm gonna test it, see how much juice it had left in it now. But that's my battery right here. Two batteries side by side. My new one is slightly higher spec, 92 amps instead of 90, or amp hours, as opposed to 90 on the old one. So 92 on a new one, 90, and all the other specs are slightly better too. Otherwise they look the same. Okay, so the new battery is in. Again, I use my son to hold up the positive side, because otherwise it would be really hard, because you need two hands to carry the battery, and somebody has to hold the wires here, the positive side for you. So I just swapped it in. Make sure you push it all the way to the left. I only remembered thanks to pictures. It goes all the way to the left because there's two screw holes here. You're using the leftmost one, not the one on the right, okay? So it looks pretty simple. I'm just going to tighten up the positives here. It looks pretty simple actually, just like any other battery. Only this is a little scary, but you're done with it. The power distribution center. And then the bracket and everything else. Okay, so do take pictures before you do it, so you kind of see how it goes in. But as you can see, it goes all the way in. Okay, to the left. Okay, so bracket 1, bracket 2, positive, power distribution center. and bracket on the right here. And I think I'm ready to okay, so I can close these. They're kind of nice and tight, I think. And I think I should be able to do the positive one. Vent tube is in. There you go, we got power. We got power now, okay. Then at this point you have to reinstall everything and then do your battery registration. Okay, so I've connected the Carly to my phone via Bluetooth. As you can see, it says connected. I'm going to the battery menu, and here I have to unlock the extra feature for 11 euros, 15 Canadian bucks, 10 US bucks. So I'm unlocking. I'm putting in my my password here, and it's successful. So I now have the feature of registering batteries. Okay. So I will continue to battery registration. I'm actually reading this, believe it or not, just so I don't break my car. So I would read it if I were you. And when you've read it, press OK. And here's where I get confused, because my battery is the same type. It's AGM, but it's different capacity. So this menu here confused me already. I'm not changing the type, but I'm changing the capacity. So, you know, which option do I choose, right? So I went ahead and went for the other battery type option, just to see what's going on. And here it's reading the current battery type. Obviously that's my current battery. And here's another confusion. Mine is 92 ampere hours. I don't see an option here. Plus, why does it cut off at 70 AGM here? This totally confused me. I had no idea what's going on here. So in fact I did actually click, as you can see, the 90 ampere hour option, just to see what's gonna happen. And look, I get the message, right? That I shouldn't be replacing AGM battery with a non-AGM battery. It's just confusing. I thought I'm picking an AGM battery because I wasn't given any other option here. It turns out, as I found out later, let's actually go through it. I'll tell you what I'll tell you now. The point was you can actually scroll this screen, so you can actually see 80 and 90 AGM, which is still confusing because I'm not seeing a 92 AGM option, but we'll get to this in a moment. So I went back, I didn't actually change it, and then I went for the register same battery type, because remember my current battery is 90 ampere hours and my new one is 92, so I thought maybe it's close enough. So I went with this option now, and I got the 90 ampere hours AGM, so that's what it detected, I guess, my current battery as, or it pulled it from my computer. I'm not actually sure what happened here. But I ended up clicking register new battery now, because again it's the same very close ampere hour capacity, and it's AGM. So I said register now, and as you can see I have the message that it's successful. And after that I went back to the other menu, and I actually went to the change battery type menu just to see what kind of options I was given for different capacities of the AGM batteries, and I was able to scroll that screen on the right. So again, really confusing. I didn't know that there was a scroll option. Either way, there was no 92 AGM option anyway, so I clicked other battery type, and it said that, you know, if you're choosing other, then choose whatever the options are. Don't pick other, and just go with the next lower number. So if mine is 92 AGM, it should be 90 AGM. Again, really confusing, I think, but I think I did it. I hope I did it. Okay, so I got this thing in. It's kind of stubborn. this storage compartment here. You kind of have to pry it up, pry the plastic up, and really force it in there hard. So it's not the easiest thing to do, but you can do this, I think.